run. Go on with it, go on with it.
Besties, do you have a second? Hey, friend.
So stuff like that. I'm gonna tell y'all another example. My daughter had a tennis match. So we were there. Nell and Chris ended up coming to the tennis match too. So we were all there, and after the tennis match, we was kind of just all standing there talking a little bit. And somehow Stormi came up, right? Somehow Stormi came up. And so I'm so smart with it to where it's like I'm already figuring out what you're doing, but I'm gonna let you tell on yourself. So while we talking, I said, what did I say? What did I say about her? Now, mind you, I'm remembering her mama saying that I supposedly said she was ghetto. And I'm like, how could I say that? I don't even know her. I didn't even know her. I just met her. I don't know her. So I said in that conversation, me, him, Miss Nell, and Chris, and I said, oh, what did I say about her? That she ghetto? Set up, right? And that fool said, yeah, that's what you said, yeah. I said, and you a doggone lie. I said, but now I know where that lie done came from. I said, you a doggone lie. Now I know where the lie came from. So, y'all, it's a lot of little stuff like that. I promise y'all. Y'all see the stuff that's happening on TV, but it be stuff happening behind the scenes too, baby. And that is why you may see me respond or react or not be here for the fake and shenanigans and stuff, because it's stuff that be happening outside of the TV screen. It is. So I was wondering where Miss Betty had got that from, why she said that somebody told her, to my Huntsville smile, somebody told her I said Stormi was ghetto. And I was like, I didn't even know her to even say such a thing. Had never even heard of her. What are you talking about? But see, told on himself. So that was interesting. So again, another thing that happened on the stage, because again, I pay attention to stuff. Y'all got to remember that. I pay attention to stuff. I remember on the stage at a reunion last year, and I don't know if this part aired, it may have, but it was a point when I said, Betty M was saying something, I think, about my fans or something, and I was like, I said something like, you over here in groups liking and saying stuff with people in here talking about my children, dogging my kids out. This is what I said on the stage. I said, so you over here liking stuff? She looks at Martell and says, that ain't true, Martell. No, I didn't. That ain't true. So I saw that interaction and I said, yeah, see, I can tell y'all probably talk. I'm just saying. Because why was it so important to you for you to look at him and make sure he understood that you didn't talk about his kids? Okay, so I watched that. I'm like, yeah, okay, bet. So that happened. And in regards to, no, that didn't air. Well, it happened. Yeah, the puppet master. Tell the truth. Who has been a person who has been a strong support system behind me has been attacked all the way to, yes, the millimeters. Yes, even to the millimeters. Anybody who has stood 10 toes down with me, anybody who has stood, you know what I'm saying, 10 toes down and had my back has been attacked. And I see it very plain as day. It's super clear to me. Super clear to me. So all the way from my brother, all the way from, you know, my brother not wanting the kids around him because he's gay. So that's their uncle. What you mean? Yeah, my makeup artist Jay, my mother, and my fan base, like anybody who has been a support system for me has been attacked. So I see it very plain as day, like just being honest, I do. And so that's why for me, y'all, real talk, I literally stay away. Like kind of just stay to myself when it comes to people who are dually connected, because I already know what's happening on that side. I already know. Not by way of me, but I already know the stuff happening on that side. And the funny thing is that unfortunately you have some people who fall for it, and some people who fall. I mean, manipulation ain't new, and you have some people who fall for it, and it is what it is. The double standard stuff is so prominent in this group. It is. So let's say this. Let me say this. After, I see y'all talking about they are so weak. Yeah, I agree. After the trip was over, I literally, y'all, this is how serious I take hosting. So I'm Southern born and raised. So Southern hospitality is huge for me. And I literally remember wanting, even throughout the trip, before the last day, every day I would ask people, hey, are you having fun? Are you enjoying the activities we're doing? You want to do something else? Like, are you good? I was asking everybody that. Are you good? Do you want to do something else? Are you enjoying the activities? Are you enjoying the food? Do you like the food? You want, different stuff on the menu? That's how I was every day of the trip. The last day of the trip, I literally went around to everybody's rooms early that morning to check on everybody. Because the trip is done. Everybody's leaving today. Let's make sure everybody's good. All right, did y'all enjoy the trip? Did y'all have a good time? Okay. I did that. Every day. I did that. Every day. Yeah, I went and checked on everybody. Like, just went and checked on everybody, made sure everybody was having fun, making sure everybody had a good time, enjoying themselves. Because I'm able to do that. That's, I don't know. It's not that deep for me. But even in that, what I will say is what got me or kind of took me back, I didn't understand how after the trip, whenever we came back, it was just all this negative talk. That's what I didn't understand. I think by now y'all all understand the sleeping arrangements and how that went, what happened there. And why I put people where I put people. First of all, let me say, before I got there, I didn't look at the layout of the house. It was not that deep to me. They sent me a picture of the house. I saw the water and the walkout piece, and I said, okay, bet, it looks beautiful. And that was that. But when I got there, I made the decision that I felt made sense. I know some of my friends offered up their room. I offered up my bathroom and closet. Like, I'm like, y'all, the house is all of ours. Like, there's no, even though we got a bed to sleep in, the house belongs to all of us. If you want to come up in here, come on up in here. I'll step out, do your thing. Like, if you want a tub night, it doesn't matter. So that's how that part happened. But anyway, I went downstairs, checked on everybody. And even when I went down to check on Destiny, even then, because I'm still human, so even then, whenever it was shared with me, like, mentally, I'm having a hard time with all of, the Sunny Moses stuff going on. And I was like, oh, you didn't know that she was going to be here? And she was like, no. I said, I didn't know you didn't know she was going to be here. I was like, I did not know that. Oh, wow. Okay. Gotcha. So you found out when you got here? Yes. I'm like, oh, okay. And I said to her, I said, well, look, I said, if anything is taking like a stronghold on you, let people know. Like, if it's too much for you mentally, let people know. You don't have to do anything. And I literally said that. Just a conversation just me and her having. Wasn't no cameras, wasn't no other people, to be, wasn't trying to make a scene of it. It was literally just a conversation like, hey, listen, if it's too much for you, let people know. You ain't got to do nothing, So, had that conversation. Now, I will say, when I first sat down to speak with her, because I went to Sunny's room too, but when I first sat down to speak to her, to Destiny, I remember hearing a click on the phone that sounded like a recording. And I remember I said, oh, you recording me? Which, you know, hey, but it was just like listen, when I tell y'all my senses and everything be so on point, I know what it sounds like to click a record button on a phone. So I heard the little click and I said, oh, you recording me? It's the charge. I had plugged the phone in the charge. Girl, it's a different noise that a phone make when you plug it into a charger versus when you click that darn voice memo button and it go click. It starts, okay? But I let her have it. But because of that, in that moment, I'm like, okay, bet. Okay, bet. And I remember I went upstairs and I told Lauren about it. I said, girl, you know, I went down to check on everybody to make sure everybody was good. I said, girl, why I feel like Destiny was recording, girl? And she was like, Lauren was like, what happened? I said, girl, you know, I be having to press the voice memo sometimes on my phone, on your phone. I said, girl, I heard the noise. I said, I heard it. And then I said, her face after that just gave it away. It just did. It just gave away, like, oh, no, it was. And before I left out the room later on, she was like, see, it's I'm like, I bet, girl, bet. Then came home again. The conversation went fine though. Like when I tell y'all, my friends at times couldn't even sit beside me because Destiny was rushing to sit beside me. And I'm not gonna say too much because y'all gonna see it, but after all of that, like, because we were talking about it like, golly, like y'all can't even sit beside me, god dang. We talked about it. So after all of that, to come back to Alabama and there to be these interviews with this shade, with this you know, insinuation, like, oh, LB and her, well, she was at his restaurant picking up a plate. Okay, girl. I don't know, it was just weird. And then when Nell and Chris came to my daughter's tennis match, when they came, I remember Nell had just gone to, I think it was Marcel's maybe birthday at Black or something, because they were over there apparently. And she was like, Destiny I told her she ain't gonna be talking about you. Y'all know Miss Nell. She ain't gonna be talking about you around me. All she wanna talk about is Mel. And Nell told me that too when me and Stormy started hanging out, that Destiny would come by her daycare. And all she wanted to talk about is Mel and Stormy friendship. Mel and Stormy. She was, because Nell was like, Mel, she really hurt by y'all not being friends no more. She was like, Destiny come by here crying and talking about you. You and the friendship, and now she friends with, you know, talking about me, I'm friends with Stormy and da. So when Nell came to the tennis match and she was like, yeah, we were at Black, and like I said, I think it was Marcel's birthday. She was like, all Destiny want to talk about is Melody. And if I come back on that show, I'm coming back with a vengeance, blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, so I'm at the tennis thing, but I'm thinking like, girl, what vengeance of what and for why? Like, get your bag if that's what you're gonna do, but focus on yourself. Like, I don't know. But again, I let that slide too. Whatever, right? Whatever. Even whenever they came today to the restaurant on the show, I was cool. I don't know if you could tell, but when they walked in, I smiled at everybody. I was fine. I was trying to get to the timeline like everybody else. I was good. I don't know if it was thought that I was gonna back down off of what I said whenever, you know, Tisha was like, well, Mel, because you were like, F Destiny, that is what I said. And girl code, yeah, when it comes to girl, yeah, no, I'm good with that. So that was that.
Baby be shining bright like a diamond, meditate daily, baby enlightened, baby make racks, baby spend cash, baby go get it and she don't gotta ask, baby gon' run it up like an athlete, plays gold at the track meet, at the stadium show going super hard, cause baby a superstar. Just